All right, so before we get to Endgame, I thought that would be cool to do this on a Thursday to bring out Black Widow. I know Shane doesn't like to call it this, but we want to continue our girl power week from Captain Marvel to Black Widow. Come on, you gotta
All right.
you gotta face the fact that like, hey, this
Shouldn't
is
you
only the
have like
second.
Spice Girls singing him some music now
Yes,
since
oh,
it's
I'm so glad you brought up the Spice Girls. I was gonna say that girl power, right? Come on, but this is the second movie out of like this is the Black Widow is the first movie out of Phase 4, so this is the 24th movie, right? Two out of 24 movies, so almost 1% of these Marvel movies, it's almost 1% is female lead. Oh,
yeah,
besides WandaVision,
female driven.
yeah, female driven, right?
No, no, this one has a Red Guardian, dude.
Red Guardian, it's really funny. I want to call him Captain Russia, right? But then at the time, it wasn't Russia; it was USSR. So it doesn't make sense. You can't call somebody Captain Russia at that time period. Wasn't Russia.
Well, I mean, Russia was controlling everything.
Russia was controlling everything, right?
So I guess they would have been. I'm sure the Russians, Soviet Union, would have been okay with Captain Russia.
Captain Russia. So what do you think of this movie? Like right off the back, it's been so long since between Endgame to Black
How many
Widow.
times have you watched it?
I watched it twice. I watched it in the theater and I watched it at
Okay,
home.
so I've seen it. I've seen it twice. So I've seen the same amount of times. You,
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I appreciate it a little bit more the second time I watched it.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. I told Heather the same thing. I appreciate it a lot more the second time.
Yeah, because the first time I watched it, okay, I don't know. I got my. To me, I'm gonna, like I told you, I almost want to throw this one. I'm going to, but I almost want to throw it into the Iron Man 3 pile.
So why? What does that mean? Like the Iron
This
Man 3 part?
Taskmaster was almost a wasted character in this movie.
Oh, why is
There's no
that?
reason for Taskmaster. Because Taskmaster's like this villain in this movie. Couldn't even tell Taskmaster was even a villain.
Did they even
More of a
call this
puppet.
person the Taskmaster at
It
all?
never did, but she does have the Taskmaster shield
Oh, okay.
with the symbol on it, and fights and does all the stuff. So basically, this Taskmaster, people are like, "This is Taskmaster." When we got to Taskmaster, even the Taskmaster already was by the time we got. It wasn't like it was like, "Oh, this is a surprise." I was like, "It's not." I already figured it out and I'm upset about it.
Okay.
So basically, I got to the deal, and unlike Iron Man, where I'm thinking, "Well, I'm being tricked again." No, I've been tricked. It's just,
Oh, so I didn't read enough. I don't know too much
yeah,
about
I don't
Black
know.
Widow.
And maybe they'll make it. Maybe they'll make it up to us. Maybe we'll get a Taskmaster. But in the comic book, Taskmaster is a pretty important character or villain. Taskmaster, like, it can do everything. The Taskmaster is a guy, by the way, and I think at one time was an ex Shield agent. He was
Okay.
married, but as he learns more, he sees anything he see he can redo. This one is using computers. So it's almost using Tony Stark's eye to do everything. We saw it, Captain America: Civil War.
They kind
But
of did that too.
the real Taskmaster can see things, and anybody's anything that your moves, he can Captain America's move. The only way the beat is almost to introduce another character whose moves he's never seen. But the thing is, he doesn't like getting beat, so he trains villains. Like, see, hey, Hydra, I need some guys. Team goes, I got 5 guys I can train for you right now. Do you want really good guys, or do you want guys that can get killed by superheroes?
Oh,
Works all
okay.
this out. And the thing is, the more he learns, he starts forgetting stuff of his past.
Wow. So it's
And
this.
all kinds of characters used him. He's even been in Thunderbolts. And this is why I'm thinking, now I'm thinking, I thought about it. I thought he may show up in another show. He may show up in Hawkeye. And here's why I'm telling you this. Because actually, he is the trainer for U.S. Agent.
The Taskmaster's a trainer
Comic
for
book.
this agent.
In the comic book, Taskmaster is the one who trained U.S. Agent. And he also helps train all these people to join Thunderbolts, which is Taskmaster, the other Black Widow.
Oh, there's
So
so much history.
all these guys may be forming a team to go after a super. Let me know.
Superhero. Okay.
Yes, we already know that one of them's going to go after a super.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
Madam Hyde.
So that she never said that was Madam Hydra, but that's the character. That's the yeah.
Well, that's one of them. There's several actually Madam Hyde race.
Okay.
Like we're going to see it. We're actually in anybody's watch Black Widow. If you haven't seen it, you should see it before you listen to us.
Well, it says spoiler alert.
Unless you just don't really want to see it, but The thing is, the Natasha's sister is actually the other Black Widow.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured like if they're gonna bring
Well,
a Black Widow back.
in the comic books, she becomes another Black Widow too.
Yes.
Everybody in this comic book, everybody in this movie is a comic book character.
I thought Rachel Weisz still looked very good.
Yes,
for her age.
she always has. Always has.
Yes, she always has. Yes.
Plus, her husband is James Bond. I think it's her husband. James Bond.
So she's married to Daniel Craig? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Shit. You want to like get hurt? That's the way to do it. Yeah. Plus, she was in Enemy of the Gates too.
Yeah, she was in Enemy. Well, of course, one of her famous roles is The Mummy.
Oh yeah, The Mummy.
Yeah.
The Mummy was awesome.
Yeah.
That Mummy.
Yes, that Mummy.
That Mummy. Who would have known?
Brendan Fraser, yeah.
Brendan Fraser Mummy is the greatest mummy. Yeah. I mean, people can argue with us, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But I seen the old 61s. No. And I saw Tom Cruise's one. No. Brendan Fraser rocks, dude. The guy that played George. The guy who was in Encino Man and George of the Jungle.
Yes, that's the one to go.
I can't believe that, dude. I should have just kept on making some Asian action, dude.
Yes.
But oh well. Well, the Black Widow, not Brendan Fraser.
Yes.
But hey, if ever wants to come back and do some action, I'm down.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
No more George.
I want to talk about the beginning scene, right? Because like in the beginning scene, the first time I didn't notice this. That's why like when you say that when you watch it the second time, you appreciate it more. I felt the same way because the second time when I watched it, right, you could tell Natasha's character, she knew it was just a mission. She enjoyed this time with the family, right? But when the Red Guardian said like, hey, remember that big trip I told you about? Today is the day. And then there's a scene where like...
Let's say we're starting off in 1995.
Ohio, I know.
Well, here's the problem I got with this scene.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't. It didn't really plan. I guess I can figure it out by news events. This is 1995, and what are they? They're spies.
They're spies, yes.
For who? Soviet Union collapsed in 1991.
So it's not really Soviet Union. It's for...
Because in the comic books, they're all KGB.
Oh, okay. But they're not KGB.
They're not KGB because KGB collapsed in 1991.
Along with the Soviet Union.
And they were sent on this mission 3 years ago. So that's before the fall. I mean, after the fall.
Well, that's if they followed world events, right?
Well, we're going to say maybe they worked for who took over the KGB's job.
Yeah, it's that Dreykov.
Because they do work for General Dreykov.
Yeah, Dreykov.
So, but anyways, they were in Ohio in 1995. And of course, like I didn't think about that. What you just said, I didn't think she was on another mission, but I guess she was.
She was because she when Rachel Weisz Millennium looked at her, she's like, "I'm sorry," like they knew it was over.
All of them knew that, yeah. But
except for Yelena, because she's small.
She knew it. But she knew that these weren't her family.
Yeah.
I mean, she kind of knew. I mean, she was a spy too.
I know. They saw them so young.
They're all spies. And I mean, supposedly this is all true stuff. This has happened. This actually happens in America.
Oh, in America with the Russians.
Well, it also happens with Chinese now.
Oh, okay.
They come in and they act like they're us.
Yeah.
And they're actually either stuff or they're hunting other people from their country. So, this is not fiction.
No. It's borrowed from real life, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's based on stuff that has happened in America before. So, but yeah, they're all spies, and of course, they're all living the American dream.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, because, Black Widow's character, Natasha's character, I guess I should say, doesn't want to leave.
They don't want to leave because they had that bonding scene, like even before the dinner thing, like her sister fell, and then Melina said, like, they say the important line of the movie, like, pain only makes us stronger.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and they've gotten so used to each other. I mean, they look like a family. Anybody who came to their house would think they're a family.
Yes.
The only people wouldn't think that they're families if you went through their picture book.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay, so if somebody likes to take this many pictures, you only have one?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Most people don't have more than one.
When also cameras are not cheap back then either, I remember when we had a camera, I wasn't allowed to touch it. in that
Yeah.
time. Like even in the 80s,
Well,
like 90s, like come on.
depending on the camera you had too, though.
Yeah, it depends on the camera you have.
Depending on the camera. I mean, but dad had an expensive camera. Mom had a cheap camera.
Yeah. Well, we had a camera that like I think we found on the street. Like someone left it and then we used it. I remember that very well. Yeah. We still weren't allowed to touch it just in case we broke it. Like me and my sister. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember them that expensive because I remember the cheap ones that you could get.
And
especially if you bought when you were a kid, you bought the spy kit.
Yeah.
You got that camera. It's the film. When you're a kid, you don't have money to
buy the film. Yeah, the film's
expensive. Film.
So film is still expensive now.
No. So I remember me and my brother got a spy kit. We got this camera, one of these little cheap cameras, and it would take pictures, but we didn't have film, and we couldn't go. So it's like, this is stupid.
Film is still expensive now. Not even back then. It's still expensive now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not digital.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like the scene where like Natasha want to get the album and Melinda told her to leave it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is strange because like, during a fire, right? People always save their photo albums.
Yeah.
No, so that's an important memory keepsake.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's important for the scene is why they showed it.
Yes, it was.
Where's the dad? I like it because they're drinking like Pepsis and stuff. Well, actually, if you notice, I don't know if it's really product placement because they show a lot of products.
Yes.
And it's probably good for these companies. But the thing is, the product placement is what it is, isn't it?
They what?
Product placement is almost what American Life is.
Yes.
Because it's on the cabinet, you see like companies like Heinz,
yeah,
all these other brands. You see everything, drinking stuff. That they're drinking Pepsis and stuff. They got all that stuff. And then when they get in their car to leave, because he's got that rifle, he's getting all the ammunition.
Yeah, getting all the guns and stuff.
They get all their stuff, and they go down the street. And behind them, as a street, it shows you nothing but signs, McDonald's, Chevron, all this stuff. Because this is what we have in it.
The American stuff, yes.
Well, it basically just kind of makes you think. So these people are doing all these secret operations, all this spy crap, tearing up their families for what? They don't get to enjoy any of this crap we get to enjoy.
No.
Why would you do that kind of crap?
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, let's be communism and we can do something. I'm like, you're accomplishing what? All your people are slaves and none of them get joy, reap the benefits.
Yes.
It's like all this crap in China they're doing. They're like, look how far we came in such a time. I'm like, yeah, and only certain people get to enjoy it.
Yep.
Half of the people in China don't even know that they got telephones.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yep. It's very.
It's not just. I'm not just trying to pick on a lot of like Cuba right at the moment. They did all this. Oh, look at what we. I'm like, you don't have nothing. All your people got together and didn't accomplish a single thing.
No, I agree.
Everybody here does their own thing. Look what we got.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to say.
We don't even work together here.
Yeah. Wow.
Working together doesn't really get you crap.
No, like the beginnings. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice these things. It sets up the whole how the scene went with
because once they're showing Americans, they like I said, they showed all of that. Plus, they drive past a football field where people are playing a sport.
Yes.
They don't. It's not. It is not a state-controlled sport.
Yeah.
Everybody signs up and plays football if they want to.
Wow.
In other countries, it's controlled to go compete in other countries and show you how great your power is.
Yeah, I like that you notice these things. I didn't pay attention to those things in the beginning.
And then the biggest is they sing the song "Bye Bye."
Yeah, Miss American Pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was Elena's favorite song.
That's actually their bonding deal. That's their thing. Yeah. Because it's a big deal. Because they're all running, and you think they're a family. I mean,
you thought they were family. I thought like, what was going on? Yeah.
I mean, because to me, it's like I never got to see it. Eventually, when I have time, I'll watch it. The Americans.
Oh, with George Clooney.
The Americans with I forgot who was all in it.
Is it not recent, but like?
No, it's current or it's on FX. I think it's called The Americans. Where it's about the family acting like they're actually they're Americans, but they're Russian spies all living together. I can't remember the name of the actress in it. There's only one main character. I think it used to be the girl that played Felicity on the TV show Felicity.
Oh, Kerry Russell?
Yes, it's Kerry Russell. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had a good star. I'll give you one. It'd be a Russian good star.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they could be because it's a show, but they're still spies. Yes.
Yeah, they're spies. It's kind of like TV series.
Like Rocketeer.
Maybe it's a Netflix TV deal.
Oh, The Americans? I don't know. I mean, I don't. I thought that was The American was like George Clooney movie.
Yeah, but this is called The Americans. This is not The American. This is The Americans.
Okay, so it's Russian
So
spies.
they always spin the letters backwards, so it looks like it's Russian. But that's basically like the thing. So they go to the airport and they get on the plane and they got to fly.
Yeah, they go to the hangar, right? And that's when you find out he's a super soldier.
You saw Alexei, yeah, because Alexei flips that thing.
Yeah.
You don't know because he doesn't look like a super soldier.
No, because he's a spy. So they like. So where did he get the super soldier thing?
Oh, from the Soviet Union.
So they had it too. I thought that was the last of it.
He was the only one. Remember, it even says in the show he was the only one, the only super soldier they ever had.
Yep.
The first and only super soldier.
I was just wondering where they got the serum from.
I'm sure they stole it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because they're spies.
Well, it depends on when he got it. Could have been part of the. I'm going to say it's not the batch that. Maybe it was maybe they made a better batch from using the stuff they stole from Howard Stark.
Oh, so that makes sense.
Remember, there was in Siberia they made those super soldiers. And they're psychotic.
Yeah.
But maybe he got the same one because got to remember, Alexei, I could tell, is actually a pretty good guy.
He's a good guy. He's very loyal.
He's on the bad side. He's on the bad side, but he's a good person.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think it doesn't matter if the country's got enemy ideology. So that doesn't mean the person himself is a bad person.
Right.
I mean, Alexei's not a murderer or an egomaniac or any of that. So,
no.
So most likely he may just be that side. He thinks it's a good idea. That's all he's going with. The Soviet Union was a good idea. He believes the propaganda.
Yes, he voted propaganda because he's very like you say he's a good guy, right? He's very loyal to the general.
Yeah, he's very loyal. And look what it got him. Nothing.
Yep. And that's why he didn't break out of prison, right? He accepted that he was thrown in there.
Exactly. He could have broke out of that.
He could break out of that prison easily.
He just lived in prison because he gave up, I guess.
Yeah, he gave up. He just want to go back to the Red Guardian days, but the general never let him because it looked like Dreykov was wanted to just have a network of controllable women.
Yeah,
which sounds really messed up.
Well, basically, in a way, yeah, it is very messed up. That's all he wants to do is have controllable people.
Yep.
Because you also got this army in black, looks like Snake Eyes all.
Right. Oh, you know what? And he can't control the Red Guardian because he had the super soldier serum.
Yeah, he can't. He probably could control him, but apparently couldn't. So that's why he put him in prison. Yep. Plus, in a way, Dreykov, probably after the Soviet Union, is kind of like a gangster, like a Russian mafia.
Yeah, like a mafia, yes.
He probably does stuff for Russia, oh, if you pay me this much, I'll help you out. But he's kind of like a mercenaries army, is what he's doing.
Oh, but they never kind of show that in the movie, though. Like, he just control women.
Yeah, he just controls women, but he does tell at the end that he is like a mercenary. He says, I control all the heads of states. They all pay me money. I do all kinds of things.
Yep.
So basically, he's got a hit squad. He just goes all over the globe kidnapping women and forcing them in mind control and then, doing hits for various countries and governments. He's probably did all kinds of crap for Hydra.
That's
probably
possible.
He did some stuff for S.H.I.E.L.D.
So we might see him in a flashback scene or something.
We could see him. I mean, basically, because we already getting a flashback. Because this
is the flashback.
Most of this movie is
after the events of Civil War. We forgot to touch back on this.
Well, this is not really. This is during Avengers. There's a scene in Avengers. Remember where Hawkeye and Black Widow are fighting? They're shooting at the Chitauri.
Yes.
He goes, this reminds me of
Budapest. Yeah, and then he's like, you and I remember Budapest very differently.
Yeah, and this is Budapest rehashed.
Yeah.
This is the mission they were talking about. Their mission was to go kill Draco.
Yep. They even have a line, like, you could hear Hawkeye's line, like, is the target there or something?
Yep, you can hear him talking. Is the target there?
Yep.
We'll blow up the... Because basically that's when she was defecting, getting out of the...
Yep, to go to the... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so I'm surprised, so she didn't get that thing before she broke out? Oh, or maybe it was after that blown up event. That's when...
after, because she's psychologically trained, and the rest of them are chemically trained.
Oh, okay.
The chemicals, though, you find out later, is what they stole. in America.
Yes, that's what the formula with that
And
floppy
the
disk.
chemicals they stole in America are actually because they mapped somebody's brain, uh, which we know whose brain they mapped because they say his name, Winter Soldier.
The Winter Soldier. That's right. They did. They talk about the Hydra scientist. Yes.
Yep, the Hydra scientists working on Winter Soldier gave them the technology to basically all of them working like Winter Soldiers.
Yes. Without passwords, you know.
But Winter Soldier was apparently more Hydra's weapon than it was Soviet Union's weapon.
Yes.
Which doesn't make sense since Winter Soldier usually is Soviet.
Yeah, Soviet. Yeah. Wow.
Because that's why you got the hunt for Red October. I think everything has got October in it. Winter. I mean, October Garden GI Joe is the Soviet GI Joe.
Dang.
So it's neat, but yeah, they flee and they have to go to Cuba, where you see they land on the runway.
Yep.
With all that broken Soviet crap all over the place.
Yeah, all this. Red armies. I guess that's what they call.
Of course, the mom.
The mom got shot because when they were flying, that's when Natasha flew them out of there.
Yeah, she flies the plane.
Yeah.
And of course, Red Guardian jumps on a wing. It's awesome. This is a good scene because we see all the trucks. We see Shield written on the.
Yes, we saw the Shield on the trucks. Yes.
Yes, we know the Shield is coming after them. So they flee and they land in Cuba and they're working on the mom like this. Natasha gets pushed out of the way while she's not, and then they try to grab that little girl.
Yep.
She grabs that guard's gun and she starts yelling at him.
Yeah, she starts talking Russian, so like that was like, oh yeah, they are part of the spies, but they didn't want to leave the life.
Yeah.
Because they're little girls, they enjoyed it.
Yeah, she's protecting her sister though.
Yeah, she's protecting
she's like,
her.
I'm going to shoot all of you.
Yeah.
Shoot all of them. And of course, this is when you don't like the Red Guardian.
Yeah.
Because she comes over and takes a gun and he just gets him up.
Yeah, Lexi, yeah.
Well, I mean, we find out that it was a big deal to him, but in the scene, it doesn't look like.
Oh no, yeah, it's a big deal to him because he believes in them.
Because you're like, what a jerk dad.
Yeah.
You know?
But then you find out they're not related. Like, oh, that's what.
Yeah, none of them were related. I thought they were related at first.
I did too. Like in the beginning scene was so good.
And that's the thing. You're supposed to do that, Of course, what do they? Those girls away. Melina goes away. We don't know what happens to her
because she was injured. They probably,
And of course, General and Alexei are friends. Red Guardian.
Yep.
Boom. The scene ends, and we see them. These girls stuck in these cargo containers.
So this is where the montage come in with Nirvana's song, right? What they did is a cover for Nirvana's song spelled like Teen Spirit. So when that song came on, right, with that montage, it's such a powerful scene for me. Like the montage, they show you what they did with the girls. Did you enjoy that song? Like, did you enjoy the cover? I love that song too.
Well, I love it. If it's Nirvana, man, I'm gonna love it because they do again. They've done like Smells Like Teen Spirit before in the movie Pan.
Oh.
Have you ever seen Pan?
No, I don't think so.
Where
which one is that?
It's the one. It's got Hugh Jackman plays Blackbeard.
I have not seen it. I know what you're talking about. I have not seen it.
Actually, it didn't do very good at the deal. I have not very many people have seen it. Almost every time I ask somebody, you seen it? Nobody has. It's actually pretty good.
Oh,
There's a scene because the best thing of this movie is Hugh Jackman's character. He's bald. He's like this evil captain. He walks along and he starts singing. He sings this song with a bunch of kids singing to it in the background.
Yeah.
I bought that song. I bought that soundtrack just for that song.
Oh. So it's so funny. So I came home. I had to keep listening to that song because it was so good. My kiss came in because we all went to see Black Widow, right? He's like, "Is this from Black Widow?" They remember it too.
Yeah, because it's got a distinct sound.
It got a distinct sound, and the scenes associated with that song, right, was not the best stuff to see.
This is the year for Nirvana, or well, I guess I could say it last year because remember they put Nirvana as the song for the Batman.
Yes, they did.
But that was actually Nirvana singing that.
Yeah.
But like we just got done watching another movie with Nirvana's music in it.
I know. We just talked about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Because it's the 90s, right? So like, no, so what's this? Black Widow from 1995.
Yeah, 1995. This one makes sense. But yeah, it was good. That was a good montage. Plus the music. It's kind of haunting music.
It is. So I was like, whoa, this part was pretty scary what they're doing, but then you understand where they're coming from.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to show you how dark this group is.
Yes.
And they're just trading people like they're slaves.
Yes. human labor. Oh well, I guess young girls' labor.
Yeah, now
Girl make the deadliest assassins.
yeah, they're just turning all these this. Well, actually, it's the child soldier trade.
Child soldiers, yeah.
Yeah, just using something like these other countries that we go in to fight. They're using kids to fight the wars for.
Yep.
So
A network of Black Widows, man. It's scary.
it's pretty scary. Got a whole army of.
So after the montage, that's when we see the continuation from Civil War.
Yeah.
It's right after the scene from Civil War where Tony Stark tells Natasha, like, T'Challa told Ross what you did, so they're gonna come after you.
Yeah, it's the scene before we see all the people in the prison.
Yes, it is.
Or as they're filling up the prison.
Yeah.
It's probably after that because he says Ross is telling her he's already everybody. He uses stupid names for them too, like the shrinking
size guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he just call it like respect any of those guys.
Yep.
And all the reason he's doing it, and it's the Sokovian Accords.
Yep, the Sokovian Accords. Yep.
Stupid Sokovian Accords.
You tackled the king of Wakanda.
Yeah, they're catching everybody. Yeah, they're catching well, it was a whole bunch of heads of state.
Yep.
So their militaries are powerful. America, well, no, it's not America. It's Earth's greatest heroes.
Yeah, Earth's greatest heroes. Yeah.
I guess they just want to show how powerful they are. They're like, we're big men now.
Yeah, we could capture superheroes.
That's the thing. And while you're watching this, think about why Tony Stark actually, because we're arguing about when we did the Civil War show about who was right and wrong. Stark was right in a way because if Stark wouldn't have went with it, he would have given up. They would have stowed all his tech.
They would have taken all his tech.
Yes, they would have took.
And they would put him in jail because he wouldn't give up his tech.
They would have put him in jail. He would have had to end up fighting them.
So he could monitor.
Yeah.
What is done.
So he did, instead of risking a fight, because man, think of the U.S. fight Iron Man.
Yeah.
They would have, because he would have put up a fight for his technology.
Yeah, for his technology, he would kill a lot of innocent people that wouldn't have done. Shouldn't have cut in the middle.
He had it. So he had no choice. In a way, his hands were tied behind him. So we shouldn't think that Stark did what he had to do.
Oh man, that is true.
I guess he just should assume Captain. I guess the main thing he was so upset is Captain America wouldn't come with him.
Yeah.
Captain America couldn't.
That's really good. I like that we touch on back on this on Black Widow.
Because now you see, because you don't see it until you get to here. It's like Tony Stark made the only choice he could make.
Yes. No, it makes sense now. Yeah.
He would have had a big villain in the end to keep on his head.
That's true. That's very true, man. I would never come up with that until you just pointed that out.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's the way he went with it.
Oh man. So, that's really good. Well, go back to Black Widow. So they thought she was in that building, right? But she was already long gone.
Yeah. Well, she slipped out. Yeah. Left her Black Widow suit, but plus she said, "Done."
Yeah, she's done.
I'm done. Why you don't even need to try to throw me in jail. I'm done. He went off to Norway.
To Norway, yeah. I put that. She went to Norway. She has some kind of contact.
Yeah, I don't even know anything about the contact.
I don't either. But then at the same time, when before she go to Norway, they show Yelena.
Yeah, we go back to what was that? Where I can't remember where they were at fighting.
Did they show it? I didn't write it down.
Oh well, they're fighting some.
They were hunting down some kind of lady, right?
Well, they're hunting down another Black Widow.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was a Black Widow, maybe from Natasha's time, I think.
Oh, okay. I walked down her name
maybe a little earlier.
Osana.
Because Yelena.
Yeah, Yelena.
She seemed to know who she was.
Yes, she did. After she woke up from the red mist.
Yeah.
Should we just call that red mist so it's easier to say? Not from Kick-Ass, but
It wasn't called red mist. I think it was called red mist.
Was it red mist? It's just that antidote.
I'll go with red mist. Anyways, yeah, she gets the antidote. Because that's basically what this girl is trying to find the Black Widows and get this antidote to them to change them, to get them out of the program. Of course, Black Widow, and I kicked her.
Yes.
But while they're in the battle, she sprays that in her face, and then she realizes, oh, I just killed my friend.
Yeah, she killed her friend. Yeah, and then she's like, "What do you want me to do? Like free the others, you know?"
Yeah, tries to free her. So of course we go back to Norway.
She's living in a trailer, you know,
Yeah, literally the trailer house.
like pick up supplies, and then she met her contact. Like he was always sleeping when she catches him.
Yeah, well he is taking a nap.
He
Come
thinks
on,
yeah now because
I
he's
didn't
doing
see
so much
anywhere
work.
else for him to hang out.
Yeah.
So of course she talks about like she's known this guy forever, and that's where he's the guy that always gets her cool stuff.
Yep. The getaway stuff. That's her guy of escape. Escape guy.
Yeah.
I got one of those guys. You know?
And of course we see her a bunch of crap don't work, and she gets in the car. I mean, I like all the shots in this movie.
Yeah. You know what? Before she got into the car when the generator didn't work, she got that mail because that's the guy. Like she came in like you know.
Yeah, and he's like, "Where'd it come from?" She goes, "Oh, it come from your apartment in Budapest."
Yeah, Budapest.
Yeah.
It's Budapest, man. I don't know why they got so stuck on that deal.
Hey, the writer thought it was a cool thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't Budapest. Budapest.
Budapest.
I don't even know what it is now. Budapest. Pest is because I'm American.
Well, Budapest. We see that black carton in her mail.
Yeah.
And she throws it in the car, and then she takes it off down the road, goes down that winding road, and all of a sudden you see like something, which we figured out was an arrow later on. Yeah. Arrow goes under the car, explodes, flips your car over. Of course, she thinks it's Ross coming to get her.
Yes, she said Ross have no jurisdiction, and that's the first time. No, it wasn't the first time we saw Taskmaster. Hold on, we jumped ahead because when Yelena didn't answer, right? They said initially Taskmaster protocol. When they showed Taskmaster, he was watching the clip of Hawkeye fighting Black Panther.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I thought that was later on. Yeah, you're right. I see that. Yeah, because he's watching Hawkeye fight.
Yes.
Yeah, he's sitting there watching Hawkeye. She's sitting there watching Hawkeye.
Yeah, well, just Taskmaster, but like she was watching the. So I guess he was copying the fight styles, I guess.
Well, he was getting ready to copy this. Just learning everybody's because when we see when the car gets hit, she starts fighting. We see Captain because he's got the shield. We see Captain America's fighting style. We see Hawkeye's fighting style. We see several of the Avengers fighting styles.
Yes.
Right? That's why she's having such a hard time fighting her. And then she copies hers.
He copies her, so I noticed that, right? So when she copies her.
Here's the thing: when they start doing the same things, right then that's when I was watching it. I was like, I had a feeling that that's a woman in that suit.
So I did too, because I thought that was Melina first.
Oh, you thought that was Melina? Okay,
because I thought like, oh, whatever happened in 1995, right? Maybe they trying to revive her, and then they put Melina in that suit.
Yeah, I didn't think about it being Melina. I just thought that was probably a woman in that suit.
I thought it was just another Black Widow too, but then I thought like, oh, maybe Rachel Weisz and Melina was a Black Widow.
But I was like, I thought it's got to be the Taskmaster though.
Yeah.
So maybe it just looks like that.
Because they were fighting exactly the same way.
Yeah. Well, I decided, they wouldn't do something like that. That'd be dumb.
Yeah. No, that was really cool.
But then Feige's done stuff like dumb like that.
But the Taskmaster wasn't there to kill her. She was there to get
the package.
Yeah, the package.
Well, they didn't know it at first. But
no.
Yeah, eventually the package. Of course, she grabs the package and gets blown off the bridge.
Yep.
And then the Taskmaster gets the package and there's nothing in it.
That's when she got the package and the picture. That's what they were. That's what the younger themselves are trying to give the Yelena. When Natasha was trying to give the
Yeah, but try to give the little girl when they're young.
Wow.
To remember her.
And then that's when it made Natasha go to Budapest. Budapest, man, I'm saying it wrong now. Budapest, yes. That's when she fights Yelena in the, I guess, apartment? I don't know what they call those.
Yeah, it was, because even that guy tells her, he's like, oh, I get this from your apartment. Because I've rented it out to someone else now.
Yes.
So she's back to the apartment. Apparently it was the apartment, because go in there and they fight.
Yeah.
And I get to a fight scene. You see how tough the other one is.
Yes.
Hammer against the wall. She almost don't get up until she's almost choked to death.
Yep.
Of course, I get what she points at the walls because we learned this was the apartment that they used in the original mission.
Yes.
Her and Barton used because she's like, "What kind of marks are those?" He goes, "Those are not bullet holes.
Those are arrows.
Those are arrows."
Yes.
Yeah, she choked her with the blanket.
So
she's like, I like it because she's like, "So you brought that back with you?" Let's send it to you so you can take it to your science like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Of course, I like it. She goes, well, we're not really on speaking
Speaking
terms.
to right now, because like not everybody know about the events of Civil War, you know.
But she's so I sent it to you at the wrong time.
Yeah. And I like that when Yelena said like she was hoping one day she would see the headline Captain America bringing down the Red Room, and
Yeah.
then the confused Natasha was like, "What are you talking about? Oh, he killed him." Like, is that do you really believe that? I thought that was really interesting
Yeah.
because we didn't know really much about the Dreykov character, right? Like they never said, even in the beginning, they never said like, "Oh, this is General Dreykov." He was just happy to see him. Like this is the guy behind the whole thing.
Yeah, we don't know that much about it.
No.
And of course, the Avengers, like they said, they even point out somewhere in there that the Avengers don't see it because, the Avengers are so big, everybody stays in the shadows, so the Avengers don't see them because who wants to
they work in the shadows. Yeah.
who wants to get taken out by the Avengers?
Yeah.
And we saw this in Spider-Man Homecoming. Remember when the Vultures? We don't want to make a lot of noise because we don't want the Avengers coming down.
Yep. Exactly.
So all these villains are just kind of staying quiet, man. I guess it could be a lot of villains coming out now if they wanted to, because there's no Avengers.
There's no Avengers, yes.
There's nobody to avenge them. Because I like it when she said something about, so if you get killed, one of the big guys come.
Yeah, she said like that's why that's why Dreykov never came after you because of who would dare to go against the Avengers, right? The name is written in the name.
I like it how she says one of the big guys. Like, what do you mean? Who's the big guys? You know,
the big guy is probably Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man.
You know what she said? You know what she said? She goes, the guy from outer space who doesn't need to take Advil after a fight.
Yeah. I don't know. So it's like he's right. Him and Captain America might have to, but Thor doesn't have to take an Advil after a fight.
Oh, Thor's fine. Yeah. Nothing hurts Thor. You can throw him through a planet.
And I guess the big four would be the four of them, right? Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and Hulk. That's the big four.
Yeah, if you can control Hulk.
Yeah, definitely Hulk. The big one.
The big ones.
So at that scene, I guess they were running away from Black Widows too.
Yeah, they're still on the run because remember the Black Widows, while they're in the apartment, that's when they hear the noise, or the Black Widows try to assassinate them, and they go jump across the roof, grab that pipe, and of course they're falling. It's funny, Black Widow jumps the one is trying to jump on that pipe, and of course she tries to save her.
Yep, and then she's
because she apparently knows some girls.
Yeah,
and of course she can't save her. Draco pushes the buttons and makes her kill herself.
Yeah, makes her kill herself. Kind of like the Hydra agents.
Yeah, exactly. Hydra.
Yeah.
And of course, here comes a little sister with the red deal.
Yeah.
It's too late.
It's too late, and then Taskmaster was also after them.
Yeah, well, that's when they're out there and they jump on the motorcycle.
So the motorcycle, now they have a chase scene.
It looks exactly like the same motorcycle that we've seen in every other movie with Black Widow.
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron and Captain America: Civil War.
So it's her motorcycle.
No, her sister drives the same motorcycle.
Also, it's a style that they have.
I guess everybody likes it. I mean, if you're a Black Widow, this is the kind of motorcycle you drive.
Oh. When did they talk about that scene?
What scene?
When they go over was it back in the apartment? They talk about she killed Dreykov, right?
Yeah.
She also killed the daughter. Well, they thought she killed the daughter.
That's when we go to the daughter. Yeah, she tells her how she thinks. Actually, this was later on. I thought.
Oh, okay. So
later on. Because remember they go through the whole chase scene. Because they go through the chase scene, and this is where we see Taskmaster again.
Yes.
He's the armor. He's trying to run over, and of course they're showing each other's moves, and they get away, and they're at that. Well, they go to that. Was it gas station, convenience store, or something, whatever they got over.
Oh yeah, when they get away, that's when they talk about it. But
that's when they're talking about. Yeah, and that's when she tells him, "I killed Draco's daughter."
Yep. Well, I like before they got away, they were hiding in the subway, the vents in the subway.
Oh yeah.
They show all that part where that's where her and Barton hide.
Unless Yolanda's bleeding.
Yeah.
Remember, she's covered up. She's like, "Hey, don't cover it up."
Yeah, don't cover it up.
And they make a trail, and they kind of trick Taskmaster and go somewhere else, and they hide them at the end.
And then,
of course, she's like, "I almost wanted you, Dad, for your plan."
Yeah. Always the plan. My plan was to drive away.
And then go to the gas station. That's when they talk about the Avenger stuff. But of course, that's when she starts making fun of Natasha when she
Yeah.
gets down. She was
The
not
pose, like,
so
how did she know that though? I was thinking, like, how would she know that she did the pose?
It's on the cameras. Everybody's seen Black Widow fight. Remember,
Oh.
even the Battle of New York, you seen the Black Widow up around. I'm sure tons of people watching this.
Yeah.
I mean, because we even know from watching Luke Cage. Remember that dude stayed on the street corner selling all those videos?
Oh, the videos. That's bring the 4K camera.
Now, you had the video of just Black Widow best moves. Because I like it. She's like, because I like it. Natasha tells her right there. She goes, I joined the Avengers to try to help people.
Help people, yeah.
Be a killer. And then I like it where she goes, you're still a killer.
Yep.
You're just a killer, but she goes, yeah. She goes, you're still a killer, but you're what little girls look up to as their hero.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Cold. Yeah. Slaps her in the face with that.
Yep. Still a killer. Yep.
Yeah,
I think this is the part where they talk about Dreykov not dead.
Yeah, this is where they're talking about Dreykov not dead.
Yeah.
And she tells him that's when we hear the story about her killing Dreykov.
Killing Dreykov, yeah.
Yeah. When we see the scene, we got a flashback where she sees the daughter go the window, standing there, and she knows since the daughter's there, Dreykov's got to be there.
Yeah.
So she blows up the whole building.
So it makes me think, like, how come he didn't die from the explosion? I don't like that.
Because he may not actually be there.
Oh.
Or he had set a room that's blast proof or something.
Maybe
she didn't really know that he was there, though. She assumed he was there because the daughter was there.
The daughter's, yeah.
But since he controls everything, that guy probably was never there.
That's really good. So that's when it made the Black Widow's objective is to take down take down Dreykov. That was still her thing.
Yeah, that was still the mission.
Yep. So now it makes sense for them to get Alexei out of prison because they don't know where the Red Room is.
Yeah. Right? Well, that's because that's right then. That's when they decide, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm not doing anything. Let's go kill the room.
Oh, that's why they had a chat outside the convenience store at night. They were talking about each other's lives.
Watching that guy with the BMW. Yeah.
Because with the kid. They talk about their family. It's really sad because, like, they don't know where they came from. They just believe that they were taken from their family.
Yeah, they both believe at the moment that they were taken from families.
Yes.
And their family, well, actually, they think they're being cared.
Yes.
That's the thing. They're kind of like orphans
they're kind of orphans because they were taken away. But then you find out later in the story when Melinda told Natasha, like, it was her parents gave her up. They would pay a large sum, but then her mother was still trying to find her.
Yeah, mother trying to find her. And of course, find out later on what happened to her mother.
Yep. But we're jumping way ahead. Well, we could jump ahead. We could come back to now they gotta get Alexei out from prison, and then you find out Alexei is like doing like what is that Stallone movie? Over the Top.
Yeah, he said to the prison arm wrestling everybody. He's arm wrestling. He's getting a tattoo on his back with a Red Guardian image.
So he's trying to tell like a BS story about him and Captain America.
Yeah, he's telling the story about him and Captain America fighting. Now, like that one big guy. By the way, I know somebody said that this would be the first mutant. The big, really big guy.
Yeah.
That comes down. He's the first. People are claiming he's the first mutant in the MCU now.
Would he be Colossus?
No, he doesn't play Colossus. He plays a guy. I forgot his name, but he turns into a big giant.
John, what are you cutting in and out?
He turns into a giant bear.
Really?
And they fight him. He's a Russian. But the thing is, I actually think Alexei in the comic books is a mutant.
Instead of a super soldier?
Yeah, instead of a super soldier. He's a mutant in the comic books. But I could be wrong.
You know what? He could still be a mutant. The only way that we think he's a super soldier because there's that scene at the air hangar and Natasha calls him super soldier.
Yeah. No, in the movie he's a super soldier.
Yeah.
He took super soldier serum.
Oh, okay.
In the comic book, I think he's a mutant.
Oh, okay. The Red Guardian.
But anyways, that guy sits down and like it. He goes, so when did you Captain America?
Yeah, he's at 83, 84.
83 or 84. He goes, Captain America didn't come out of my ice until just now. Are you calling me a liar?
Yeah.
I didn't like it when he bends that guy's. He was just twisting.
Dude, that was really special good. Like, because he looked like he broke the bone right here. That's why I was all flapping around. I was like, holy crap.
I like it when he's fighting the guy before. When that guy, he's like, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
He's pretending to lose.
He goes, that guy thought he wanted to beat me.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, if this guy's beating everybody, why is people getting up to the arm wrestling?
Because, it's that chance that, like, you think you're the one, man. That's the thought process. Like, oh, I think I'm the one. Because, like, if you think about it, you don't know what a super soldier serum is, right? If you're not educated or, like, there's no way unless you live in America,
I'm thinking after seeing him break people's wrists and stuff, I would be like, hey, just give me my tattoos and sit in the corner.
Is that thing, like, I would think I would beat him. Like, who would have heard of a super soldier at this point in prison? All you know is, like, is a big fat guy. That's it.
But those people watch the news and they know who Captain America is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It depends. Oh, yeah, that was, like, later.
They know what a super soldier can do.
Yeah.
And apparently this guy's probably popular over there.
Yeah. They probably don't even know that he's a... They probably don't even know Alexi's a super soldier.
They do. They know he's...
Oh, because that's right, because they know he's the Red Guardian.
They know he was the Red Guardian. They probably don't know he didn't ever do anything, because nobody really ever saw him. He's probably just toy.
Yeah, just his toy.
Probably, in Vegas, you're not going to have a lot of toys, because, the Soviet Union didn't really, do the commercial thing.
No. It's propaganda.
If you're going to do propaganda, you do it like we do in America. Sell it as toys.
Yes. Wow.
But, of course, he gets a mail call, so he goes to the mail room. And, of course, those guys are eating all this food.
Well, they probably planned that, yeah, so that way they won't check the other stuff thoroughly. They're eating his stuff.
Then, of course, give him his action figure.
Yeah, this action figure.
The Red Guardian action figure.
The head popped up. How come they don't sell that at Target?
Because you want something with the head pops off and has a...
Oh, no, not just, but the figure, like the Red Guardian. They don't even sell the... So the Shang-Chi stuff came out, right? The movie's not even out.
Oh, yeah?
So my sister got my son the Mandarin's character. Because, we know that Hong Kong actor. So she bought it for Ethan's birthday recently. And I'm like, wow, he looks really like Tony Leung, But then when I go to Target, I see a whole bunch of Shang-Chi stuff. But I haven't seen any, like, Black Widow toys. Unless they were all sold out.
Maybe we missed maybe the Black Widow toys came out earlier.
Yeah, it did came out earlier. Because, like, the toys for Shang-Chi's already here. Like, there's weapons and stuff.
Well, they may have came out when they thought the movie was originally going to come out.
Oh, that makes sense. Like, last year.
Yeah, because they kept holding it back, so...
Because it was supposed to come out May of 2020.
It's a long time ago.
Oh, man, it is a long time ago.
We were supposed to have already seen this before we saw all the other Marvel stuff.
Oh, that's right, because it only took a long time.
This was supposed to have been the leader on Phase 4.
Yeah.
Instead of Wanda Vision being the leader of Phase 4.
Wow.
So,
I forgot about that. It got delayed.
COVID, like I said.
Because Shang-Chi was supposed to be out before the September, too, yeah, because this is a pandemic. Oh, okay. So they break Alexei out of jail. I like that they told him not to make a scene, right? And then he goes and beat up the two guards behind the desk. He just grabs the guy through that. What was that? The peephole or like a?
Yeah, well, it was like a glass deal with a little speak thing on it.
He pulled that guy straight up. Then he slammed the guy with the post. Then he has to do that. Like, he could just quietly walk to that exit and everything was fine, but he had to beat up those two dudes.
Yeah. Of course, he's running there, and all the prisoners are trying to get out now because they see him leaving. And then, of course, you run out there, and they're Black Widow is in the helicopter, flying that crappy helicopter. We forgot about that scene.
Oh, that's why the scene where the guy got him to crappy jet.
Yeah, she wanted a jet. Gets that crappy Russian helicopter.
Yes.
Which
we did.
It's a transport helicopter.
The transport helicopter, and we didn't talk about the vest that she got at Army Surplus. That she makes fun of.
Yeah, where they're driving about the vest. Yeah, they're driving the car, and of course, Anna's like, I got this vest. And she's like, don't you like it? It's got pockets. I can put all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, stuff pockets. Like, they didn't know so much about culture.
But the thing is, the neat thing is, the conversation wasn't about the vest.
No.
It's basically why she didn't come look for her.
Yeah.
Of course, at the end, she goes, oh, yeah, so you do like my vest.
Yes.
It's more about them liking each other.
She wears it in Infinity War.
She does it And I didn't notice that at the time.
I didn't notice that at the time either. So after this movie was over, I told Heather like, no, I gotta go back to watch Infinity War to see if she was wearing that vest, and she was.
Well, all I got out of it was the blonde hair.
Yeah, the blonde hair too.
Because remember, she did change eventually get the blonde hair on.
Yep. She did that at the end of the movie. But they did talk about the vest. Like they did talk about like why didn't you come for me, and also like that Yelena doesn't know what to do with her life because now she's free to do whatever she can.
Yeah.
Because she's not all of Dreyfus's control.
Yeah. And so go back to the prison.
Go back to the prison. Alexei. Well, eventually they get him out. It's not a big deal. They got him out.
It's a big ordeal to get him out because they're shot. They almost get to lose the helicopter. Of course, they blow up the tower with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, with the rocket launcher. Yes, because Yelena shoots at it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. After she gets the helicopter almost shot down.
Oh, we forgot that scene when she jumped down from a helicopter. She did that pose, and Yelena's like such a poser.
Yeah, such a poser.
It is so funny. It's like the superhero landing that Deadpool makes fun of. Like it's a superhero landing.
It's a you gotta have the superhero landing, okay?
Such a poser.
Everybody's got their style.
I like the Yelena's accent a lot. The Russian accent. They speak Russian and English a lot in this movie.
They speak some Russian. They speak mainly English with a Russian accent.
With the Russian accent, yes.
Even though they get Alexei out of the prison eventually. I mean, eventually, because an avalanche coming. It's about to cover the prison.
Yep.
They happen to swoop in just at the right moment, grab him, pull him up out of there, and pull him on a helicopter.
Yeah, of course,
he's
right.
so happy. Well, he's so happy that they came and got him. They're sitting there and they're like, okay, we just came to you because we want to go over the red room.
Yeah, we don't know what the red room is, and he doesn't. And then they were surprised because, like, oh, you were so close with Dreykov. Oh, is that what you call it, my friend? Like, I did all this, and then he just threw me in prison.
Yeah, he threw me in prison.
Yeah.
Exactly. And basically, I'm sure he threw him in prison so he couldn't, because he was a scapegoat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a scapegoat, yes.
Because you got to think, they were spies in the United States and broke out. The Soviet Union already part, and this new Russian government is probably like, hey, we had nothing to do with that.
Oh.
And so, of course, somebody had to go to prison. They're like, but we caught the guys that did it. We're going to put in prison. Y'all need to be happy about it, okay?
Yep, so he's a scapegoat. Oh, yeah.
So they probably threw him in prison for that.
So, of course, they wouldn't trust him with that red room information, and that's when he said, like, you asked your mother, like, they thought Marlena was dead.
Yeah, they thought Marlena was dead. They're like, Marlena's alive? He goes, oh, you can't kill a fox.
Yeah, you can't, yeah. The foxy scientist, right? Yeah. Because she was even more, like, that's when you find out she was even more closer to Dreykov than the Red Guardian.
Yeah.
Because she was the one behind that control.
Yeah, she's behind all that control. She's been doing all that stuff. But I guess she never thought that she was doing this to these people.
Yep, she didn't know.
Well, she didn't care because she never saw them.
Yeah. She was just doing this research, and she was a scientist, and
Yeah, she was doing her job. She's just doing her job too.
Yep.
For who? They don't work for our country anymore.
Yeah. And it's so funny when they say like, "How do you get to her?" Like, "Oh, you go wherever." Like, I don't think we have enough fuel to get you to that place. He's like, "Oh, we will make it. Trust me." And then they
helicopter fall right into the room.
The sky. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, I like it because goes, "Oh, it'll be okay." Yelena send. She goes, "Okay." Like she knows it's not going to work because she just goes along with it.
Right. I guess in a way she still listens to him.
Or she's just like, "I'll show you."
Just fall out of the sky.
Yeah. Sometimes you almost got to die to show somebody that they're wrong.
Like the toughest "I told you so" ever. Instead of like, "Hey, I told you we're not gonna make it. Let's just land over there." Like, "Hey, forget it. We're just gonna stop mid-air and it's gonna go down."
We're just gonna crash into a road.
But then that was a good scene too. Right after they fell, and then he was telling her like, "What are you guys talking about? You guys like became those things because he believed in them, right?" Like,
he told him that he did a good job
with what he had, yeah.
And they should be proud because one of them became an Avenger,
and one of them is a really good assassin.
Yeah, one of them's a super assassin. Of course, then he starts. Well, he's thought though, I like it. It starts. So, does he ever
Just
talk to
Captain
you
America
about
talk
me?
about me.
It's like who talk about you to me? Who?
Oh,
Captain
Captain
America
America.
doesn't he ever talk to you? It's just like,
And I'm
I
thinking,
mean,
like, how would he know about him?
who Captain? Everybody knows Captain America.
No, no. How would Captain America know about the Red Guardian?
Oh, Captain America doesn't know who the
Yeah,
Red
that's what I'm
Guardian
thinking. Like, what? Why would he?
is. After time, this guy's already been in prison before Captain America shows.
Yeah, exactly. He would never. He
Yeah,
didn't even know there was another super soldier.
and nobody does. Nobody
Yeah.
knows this guy really
I
exists.
mean, like, so no. So right now, let's count a super soldier: Captain
And
America,
see, and then people,
Alexei, and that guy from Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
yeah, Bucky.
No, not Bucky. The older black guy.
He's a super soldier though.
Yeah.
You
Well,
got
Bucky.
Captain,
Yeah.
you got Captain America, you got Bucky, you got Lexi. Then you have that guy they gave the serum to in the early days,
Yep.
and I'm sure there's probably other ones.
Oh, and obviously,
Because
U.S.
in a
agent.
way, if I talk about it, yeah, U.S. agent now.
Yep.
But you got to talk. What was his name that became a abomination?
Oh, that's right. Abomination.
I wouldn't say a full soldier. But he did get super soldier serum,
Yes.
and it turned him into a grotesque monster.
Yeah, turned him to Abomination.
I'm sure there's some other ones that they're just handing out like Kool-Aid after America. But I'm sure there are other because you have all the super soldiers. They were locked up in Siberia too.
Yep.
Baron Zemo kills.
Yes.
So there's quite a few of them. Because
Yeah.
apparently Stark was trying to start that stuff up again.
Oh.
He wouldn't have been driving around with his trunk of his
Yes.
car.
Captain America.
So,
Okay. So they find
There's
Melina
some-
because she's
but here's the thing: is a lot of people are asking, is Alexei fought Captain America? Did he really fight Captain America? Fight Captain America, or did he not?
Oh no, I don't think so.
But that's what I'm going with. I'm saying he's just so into it. He thinks he did to save face.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to say this because okay, in the comic books, Captain America in the 1940s comic books. Okay, in the real series, he never actually got killed. In the 1940s, Captain America just got unpopular, and Marvel started printing other types of comic books, like Western comics, romance comics. In the 50s, they brought Captain America series back. They did. They had a Captain America series where he was fighting again, but it didn't get very popular. So Marvel quit producing it in the 50s. And then when the 60s came around and Stan Lee took over, he made the Avengers and he brought Captain America out of the ice. And then that's when we tell the story of what happened to Bucky. He fell in the ice after the war.
Wow, so Stan Lee was really good at writing.
But here's the thing, farther in the 60s, people are like, Captain America comic book in the 50s. So here they fixed that. That was another person dressed like Captain America. And the United States tried to redo their program and use other Captain America. And now he's like a bad guy. And he's come in the stores.
Okay.
So he's another character. The Captain America from the 50s is another guy. And he has fought, him and America fought against each other.
Whoa.
So yeah, so Marvel could pop this other Captain America out.
First, that's like, yeah, the Red Guardian.
Yeah, because they made something during the 80s when Reagan was in office. Try to,
Oh, okay.
But everybody should have known about it, and it would have been common knowledge. I'm gonna go with Lexi's just as crazy.
Alexei is just crazy. He's just like...
He's just telling stories.
He's living his old glory days.
Yeah, he's living his head. Yeah, he's living his glory days that never happened.
Yeah.
To me, it's probably like, oh, they're going to make the super soldier, and then the
Russians... So they waste a super soldier.
Yeah, they waste super soldier. It happened. They did that to Captain America originally, remember?
Yeah.
They made Captain America, and then they sidelined him as propaganda machine.
Wow.
With the Russians, they were like, huh, I'll make this super soldier. And like, we can't really do anything with it. And then Drake was like, I can take him in and make him a spy.
Yes.
And they're like, do it. Take the get rid of it. You don't want him here.
So,
because it's probably stolen technology from the United States.
Yeah, stolen technology, yeah.
The United States, they didn't want to go, when they fell, they didn't want to go, oh yeah, we stole this from the United States. They were like, we'd rather this guy disappear than the United States not know about it.
Makes sense.
That way they can go, the United States can go, oh, so you stole a super deal. Like, nope. I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, crap.
Crazy Russian farmer.
Yes, crazy Russian farmer. Which brings that to the next thing. When they find Melina, she was a pig farmer, like doing these experiments on the pigs, which is the same way.
Experiments on pigs.
Yeah.
She's using mind control on all these kids and telling them what to do.
Yep. Wow. And
And of
even
course,
no, go ahead.
yeah, of course they go up and she gets this gigantic rifle out.
Yes, you get a gigantic rifle. Just use a scope to see who was coming. Yeah, but it's a 2-in-1, right? So that way you can see from far away and you can shoot if necessary.
I mean, it's better than binoculars.
Yeah.
What most people use anyway.
Yeah, we should still use them anyway. Like, why would I buy 2 different items when I go out World
Yeah,
War?
exactly. I've seen people need what's going on, so they get their rifle out.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope that thing's not loaded.
Wow. So they find Melina and she let them come inside her house. And it's so funny that she kept like the stuff from that Ohio mission. Like the photo album is there. She kept the Red Guardian suit.
Yeah, she kept everything because apparently she got attached to people.
Yeah, she attached to them. Yeah, because they've been together for 3 years.
And she thought I guess she thought, well, they're on, and I'll never see them again. No big deal.
Yep.
Like she didn't realize she was hurt. She didn't realize she was making technology that hurt one of them.
Yes, she didn't know. Because they know. Why would she know? Like, it's not like they're gonna tell her, right?
Yeah, they didn't know. Hey, guess what?
You're on a need to know basis. All you need to do is this because you're smart for this, and then you don't need to worry about what we're gonna do with that.
Because basically, what else is she gonna do anyway?
Yeah, what else are you gonna do? You don't know. That's why she just lived on a pig farm. I'm surprised Dreykov didn't kill her after that.
Yeah, but she was too useful, and he was controlling her.
He was controlling her too, right?
Because remember, she was being controlled the same way that Natasha was.
Yes.
So basically, she's the same thing.
Yep. So I like they get around the dinner table. He's dressed up as Red Guardian.
Yeah, he goes in and puts his clothes on. I look at when he puts it on and he gets back out. He still fits.
Yeah, it still fits.
Many yells at him. I never washed.
Yeah, I never watched it, and like even before he got to the dinner table, Natasha and Melina talked. They talk about like it's not like you raised me, and then Melina understand them like but during that time, right? If you want, during that time I wasn't with you gone soft, right? That was on my watch.
Yeah, when walking in the kitchen.
Yeah, walking in the kitchen. Yep. Yeah.
Well, they're basically with the Natasha and Yelena are airing their grievances with the two parents.
Yep, the two parents. I like
but
that.
Not even their parents.
No, but they talk like it still.
Yeah, they talk like this is your fault. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And of course, Black Widow like, no, this was real. She gets a cord with Yelena, who gets mad. Remember, yes. She gets so mad. She's like, "Best year of my life."
Our lies.
Or basically, what she says, yeah, nobody told me about it.
Yeah.
Which is not real. Nobody told me about it. But basically, she knew it was real, but she pretended it was.
Yeah.
Hoped it.
Because she's a young one,
Well, I think to her, it was still real anyways. Everything that they did in those 3 years.
Yeah.
Other than the mission, other than they were Americans, they were real.
They were real, yeah.
A real family. Afterlife on it.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. Natasha got mad like I guess like a girl would in a family in that situation, and then I like how Melina's like, don't slouch, Natasha like, I'm not slouching, and then she tried to sit up.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get the hump in your back.
Yeah. You're trying to sit up. I'm not slouching. Look. Like, listen to your mother. That scene was really awkward, but I think it was really good too. Like, if you didn't think about it, like Red Guardian and there's 3 Black Widows in that room.
Yeah. It's just a dysfunctional family all over.
It's a dysfunctional family, but very powerful. That like, I don't want to mess with this family.
You don't want to go knock the door and take them off.
And like when Yelena get angry, right? And then that's when Alexei went to talk to her, but she didn't want to talk. And he was talking about the story about fishing in the ice.
And he does so good. He does. He actually, this guy did a good job.
Yeah, he's
doing the accent.
He does a good job. He went to bathroom on my hands.
Yeah. No, he goes, yeah, he went, yeah, he goes, the hands fall in the water. He goes, and then it's very cold. And then he goes, and then he used to, he used, what do you say? He goes, use the toilet.
Yeah, that's why he said, go to the toilet on my hands. Like, yeah, I thought he pooped on his hands, man.
And of course, it's 30 degrees. It saved me. He's like so proud of it.
Yep. And he's like, what's the point of this story?
Yeah. Well, she's like, because like you don't remember anything anyways. You weren't there. Yeah. So he goes over and sits down and he starts singing.
He starts singing the song.
That song. So he did remember.
And I guess
remember that stuff.
Yeah, and then during that part, like, was Natasha talking to Melina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when they're talking in the kitchen.
Talking in the kitchen, and then they went to talk about the, like, why did you keep the album?
He keeps all her guns in the kitchen too.
Yeah. I guess that's how
Why can't
Russians
you
do it.
do it? I guess that's how Russians do it. I mean, come on, you gotta shoot the food, put
Yeah.
the weapons away, cut the food.
It's just simpler. Come on.
It's simpler. I mean, come on, we got to do that over here
Yeah.
instead of hiding under our beds.
So they talk about the times Natasha remembered the photo album. That she remember it was different backdrop and all those pictures were taken the same day.
Yeah, they're all taking the same day and they rushed so quick. Yeah, she kept the photo album.
Yeah, it's weird that she kept the photo
She told her
album.
not to.
And then that's when Melina told her that like she called the Red Room.
Yeah, I'm sorry I called the Red Room.
The people are coming, and I like when they go back to Alexei and Yelena. They shot him with a tranquilizer.
Yeah.
Then he started laughing, right? He's like, "You're gonna need more than that." And then they keep shooting him.
Yeah. The thing is, it's funny. It reminded me because when they fly down, they have those jets.
Yeah.
The guys jump out blacks.
Wait.
G.I. Joe.
Oh,
Because it looked like the same jets they used in G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
With a stupid whole bunch of snake eyes you jumping out. I was like, it's because G.I. Joe sucks so bad they had to use those jets somewhere else.
Yeah. Wow. And then that's the part where I guess they got dressed already.
Yeah, well, we didn't see that, but yeah, we see Black Widow's on the floor and
Yep.
Melina's all dressed up.
Yep.
And she looks like she betrayed Black Widow.
Yep. So they betrayed all of them. So they got them all caught.
Yeah, and so of course she gets in there, she flies the jet, and they tell her where to land.
Yep. The scene in that
that
jet was really crazy though, because obviously Red Garden and wake up for because he's a super soldier, so that the effect doesn't last him long on the tranquilizers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's when you find out that Red Room is actually hovering in air like a sky city.
Yeah. It's a cheap knockoff of the helicarrier.
Yeah, it's like a cheap knockoff of the helicarrier. But it looks like it looks like a different helicarrier, like something we saw in the Winter Soldier, like the flying city thing.
Yeah, it was more like a flying building.
Yeah, it's a flying building. That's what it was.
It's best speed number 2, but.
Yeah, it's a knockoff version. It is from Russia, so it's a knockoff American product, right? Just like China.
Watching Star Wars.
Yeah.
We need to build that. But they didn't get a Lando for their play, so.
No. Ooh.
They got some big, ugly, fat Russian guy. Hey, I'm Draco.
So they take him to the Red Room, and then this is like where the end of the movie starts to play out right here.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long movie, but it was still over 2 hours.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was that much to the movie, actually.
It's just the events after Civil War for Black Widow.
I mean, this movie was just for
Wait, what?
filler. It was like a filler. It was just like, oh, I get Black Widow removed.
So how is that different from Ant-Man? That's still a filler too.
Yeah, it was filler.
Yeah.
This one was like really quick and didn't have much of a story.
I could say Thor 2 or like Iron Man 3 were fillers.
We can argue a whole bunch of movies though. It was like filler, but this one was just like, I mean, it's like we're done with the story. We're just gonna go back real quick and put it back in. I mean, it's not like I really had to have this movie. What happened? This is mainly just the farewell to Black Widow, is what I would say it is.
A farewell to Black Widow, okay.
Yeah, because I mean, really, you didn't get to after Black Widow gets killed in
Endgame.
You jumped way ahead.
Yeah.
But, oh well, if you haven't seen Endgame yet, you're lost. Anyway, she gets killed and nothing much to it.
Yeah.
There isn't. Really isn't. She didn't get anything else.
No. I mean, there's not going to be a Black Widow 2. Like, the only way there's a Black Widow 2 is Yelena continues on to do what she does.
But this one is for Natasha. This is the give her more story.
Yes.
Because actually, I think she should have had a story before Captain Marvel.
I think so, too.
We should have got a movie for it. I really think we should have got a movie for this.
Yeah.
Because to me, this movie is good. But still, I do feel they're kind of not as interested in it as they should have been.
I mean, like, I did like the parts, like, we talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? That's what Ant-Man did between the events of the Infinity War.
But there was a pretty big story, too.
It was a big story, but I also, I did like that they did the Civil War. After the Civil War part, I thought this prequel was way before, any of the movies, Iron Man. But it wasn't. It was still kept in the same timeline of Civil War.
Yeah. Most of all this stuff is all the fallout for Civil War.
Yeah. It's just what happens to when, because, I think it's just been delayed so long, right? If that movie came out after Endgame or after Spider-Man Far From Home, it would probably been easier to watch because like the time was so much closer than, the time that we got now.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell like Scarlett Johansson looks a lot older from Age of Ultron from this movie, and so does the guy who played Loki, Tom Hiddleston.
Well, but that was still Age of Ultron. Still a long ways.
It's still a long time ago.
Civil War though wasn't that long ago. This is still Civil War time.
So yeah, this is still Civil War time.
Even though we're this far ahead, a lot of the other movies are 2 years after Civil War. This isn't 2 years after Civil War.
No, this is immediately after Civil War.
Thor is still everything in Thor Ragnarok hasn't even happened yet.
No.
So we're 2 years behind it.
Yeah, so Thor Ragnarok happens after this.
Yeah, we're 2 years behind it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. 2 years from this story, Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. Hey, I still like Black Widow. Okay, Black Widow was great.
Okay, I'm not knocking Black Widow. I'm saying, hey.
I mean, I would be okay if this was a Disney Plus series too.
I think this should I think it should have been better. I think they could have. In some parts, they could have made it better.
Yeah, they could have done really better.
It's about this part where we're at in the movie. This is where it's fall apart for me.
Wait, say that again?
It starts to fall apart for me.
Oh, right here fall apart for you, okay?
I start to get bored with it. Yeah, I'm starting to get bored with it now.
Really? Right at the end?
Yeah, around this part, I'm starting to get bored with it. Because, she goes to Rachel's office, boom, it turns out that it's not Atlanta.
They use the same technology in Winter Soldier.
And then, of course, they're going to reveal the, who the Tasker is. Right then, I was like, I already know who Taskmaster is. He's that girl again.
Really? How did you figure that, actually?
Because it's just that sob story. Because Black Widow's character is so on that for killing that little girl. And then, of course, she sees the dad, and he's like, oh, it's no big deal. I was like, this is a twist that they would give me a Marvel movie. And I'm like, if it gives it to me, this is going to be an Iron Man 3 moment.
Oh, like so that's how you say the Iron Man 3 moment. You tie Taskmaster to Trevor.
Yeah, because you're supposed to have got a good superhero, a good supervillain, and instead you got somebody, it's a puppet.
Oh.
Another puppet supervillain. The Mandarin is a puppet to the main villain in Iron Man 3, and this villain is a puppet to the villain in this movie, who's not much of a villain anyways.
No, it's not the villain. The villain is Dreykov, right?
Yeah, Dreykov.
Yeah.
The only neat thing, and here's the sad thing. The person playing Taskmaster, do you know who the actress is that's playing Taskmaster?
No. I mean, I don't know of her. I just seen her because, like, you Google after that.
Well, we've seen her actually before. Her name's Olga Kurylenko.
Yes. But
she's the wife of Tom Cruise's character in Oblivion.
Oh, is it really?
Yes. So she didn't get much of a part. She should have got her part. Because she's also in a James Bond movie, Quantum of Solace.
Oh, it is Oblivion.
She's a good actress, but you can't tell it's her because you really don't ever see it. That's why I'm hoping she comes back in another show or movie.
Well, she might because she didn't die at the end.
Yeah, she didn't die at the end. Well, she can. I don't know why she won't, because like I said, I felt like character was shouldn't have been put in here because her character was hardly used.
You know what?
I mean, try to get that Black Widow feels bad about it, but I'm like,
you know what? Like now, I'm just thinking Yelena is the only one that's open for Phase 4, right? But you forgot like the other Black Widows, and maybe Olga is in the future movies now too.
There's like a Black Widows group in there. Is Olga, Taskmaster.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't use them.
Because at the end when Taskmaster, they woke her, right?
It's a big waste if they don't use Taskmaster.
Yeah, it's a big waste, but they don't use Taskmaster. But they might use her as a different character, not as Taskmaster.
I want Taskmaster, dude.
Yeah. Because I don't know how they're gonna work into it, but it's really good they did that. If they do that, because she could come back, and then she still have the memory. Because one of the first questions she asked, Natasha was, "Is he gone?"
Yeah.
So she knows.
Remember, this is the thing. It does show it how she does her stuff. It has a chip in the back of her head. Her dad basically put her back together.
Yep.
Really no big deal to him. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
He's like, you gave me my best weapon.
Oh, that's messed up. Yeah.
But of course, he figured out. The thing is, she said he figured out because we saw the technology. He figured out. He already knew who she was. Knew that was Natasha.
Oh
Of
yes.
course, in the cell, you got Red Guard spilling his guts out. He thinks he's
He
telling
thinks talking to
Natasha.
Natasha. Yeah.
Yeah, he's telling her. He's actually apologizing. It's not working. And of course, Lena is getting her head cut open. Or is about to get her cut open.
Yeah. Because
So
like
she
they want to make sure like he told when Draveco thought he was talking to Melina, like you find out what the weakness is.
you find out what the
Because
weakness
he
is.
he doesn't want the antidote to work.
This is when we figure out their plan. This is when we go back and it tells out the whole plan they're gonna do. Of course,
Oh wait,
Melina
they
has.
walked to that room where all the Black Widows were doing some kind of training session.
Yeah, yeah. It's all the Black Widows.
Yep. So they only free those Black Widows that was in the Red Room.
Do what?
They only used it on the Black Widows that was in the Red Room.
Yeah, they only use the gases on the ones they see in the room.
Yeah, and I like that. It's the hormone.
But there's still Black Widows all over the planet.
Yeah, it's all Black all over the planet, and I like how they used the like Natasha was betting on she would punch her hard enough to get rid of that severe nerve, and then she'd just slam her face.
Because this was a good scene though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of silly in a way, but it's neat because I'm like, this guy watched RoboCop.
Yes.
Remember in the RoboCop? Because remember, she keeps trying to hit him, and then he's slapping her like, no big deal. You can't hurt me because your pheromones.
Yeah, the scent. My scent is tripping it off, yeah.
It sounds ridiculous to me, but okay. They got the pheromones, and so she can't hurt him.
It's basic science, Shane, okay? It's chemistry, okay?
Yeah, I think they figured out pheromones don't have that much effect on people.
But I don't know. Like, they may inject them or something. I don't know. They're Russians.
Okay. Yeah.
They took away their uterus. They could do anything.
Yeah, once you get rid of the uterus, you can look like anything.
That part was funny. We didn't talk about that part, but they tell we took our uterus and everything. They chop everything. It's like, okay, I don't need to listen to this.
Yeah. We don't need to hear this. Well, yeah, because they're basically telling them what he did to them.
Yeah, Natasha said that to Hulk in Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
they fixed her. Yeah,
this is actually told in a way.
Yeah,
but it's before the Red Room can fly.
Before the Red Room can fly, yes.
Yeah, but basically she tells a story there, and then of course she can't have kids.
She can't have kids because that would be the only thing.
Yeah, but remember her sister and her are sitting there at the table, and her sister's like, "I have a story for you.
Yeah.
You moved." I grew up in the Midwest, and then you moved out farther west, and then you married an architect and have kids.
Yes.
Of course, she asked him, "What's your story for you?" It's like, I never been alone long enough to think of a story.
Yeah, she never did, right? Like, it's just about survival.
Yeah, she just kept moving.
Wow.
So why she's killing people, she's having a good time.
But the more that we talk about this, right, the more I feel like this movie is actually better than we give it credit for.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I only saw it twice.
Yeah, we saw it twice. I saw it twice, so this is what I did before we go on. So Disney Plus this thing where like you could watch it in the theater and then you could also watch it at home. So on day one, right, we were gonna when Black Widow released on Friday, I bought the premiere access immediately, but we didn't go to the movie theater until Sunday. So I waited for 3 days before I watched it again at home.
Well, that's a good thing.
It was because I wanted to watch it in the theater first. I'm so glad they do this because like Shang-Chi, I'm going to take my family to see it because, my boys had never seen a whole bunch of people that look like me in the movie theater, right? Like, no, there's not a lot of movies we've seen with them.
Well, there may be a bunch of white people in the movie theater. I hate to tell you that.
Oh, no, but not in the movie theater. Wait, what?
I said there's going to be a white people in the movie theater, but they're going to watch Chinese people.
No, I'm talking about like watching Chinese people on film. I'm not talking about the people in the theater. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't get that. Yeah.
It's the way you said it. You said, I'm going to go to the theater because they never seen a bunch of people like them at the theater.
But you know what? There might be a whole bunch of Chinese people. It depends, on the location. But then, think about it. But I like the Disney Plus because Eternals, I don't think I'm going to see that in the theater, but I'm still going to see it. But I'm going to see it at home. Right?
The sad thing is that you say that. I'm not really all that interested in seeing the Eternals either.
Yeah, because I don't know too much about them. But I know that they're still important to the storyline.
I don't know. After seeing the trailer for it and seeing who's the actors are in it, I'm not that interested.
Yeah, I can't make a
And
decision
maybe it
right
is
now.
because
I'm
maybe
not
it's because
interested to see it in the theater. Let's just say that.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to see it, but it's like I'm not gonna. Oh, I gotta get to the theater to see
So
it.
I'm hoping Disney would still do the same thing throughout the end of the year. Like, hey, do the premiere access for Eternals because I'm paying for it because I'm watching that.
Yes, I don't know.
Because you know what
I
me and
mean,
Heather did? So when we know that we're going to do this, right? So 4 tickets for all 4 of us. Just tickets. We haven't even got to the theater yet. No popcorn. It was $47, man. Disney
that's why
Plus
people
with the
do
premiere
access.
access. We're paying for Disney Plus anyway because we're paying for shows and Star Wars, I guess. It's $30 with like 31 something with tax. And I could just sit at home and eat my own food, and I could pause and go take a poop if I needed to in the middle of the movie, and I don't have to miss
Still,
anything.
you get this. You don't get that theater experience.
What is the theater
Oh,
experience?
no,
You know what the
you
theater
don't like it?
experience was? You know what Heather complained about? The guy that sat next to her, right? Smelled like smoke the whole time, and he forget to
Ew.
turn off his phone.
Oh yeah, I guess you don't.
So what
I guess like,
what theater
let's,
experience would there be?
okay, let's just put it this way: you decide, do you want to ever be able to go theater again or not? Because it's the death of the theater.
The what?
This will be the end of theaters.
Well, on some of the movies, like I think Ryan
No,
Reynolds has a
the
movie
big
coming out called Free
blockbusters are the
Guy.
ones that the blockbuster movies are the ones that it pay for the cheaper movies to show up in the theater.
The cheaper movies in the theater.
Yeah, the theaters, the movies that we won't talk about here.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Free
And
Guy.
then there's
Like Ryan
yeah,
Reynolds has a movie called Free Guy. It's only
yeah,
available in theaters.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're not getting to come see Avengers stuff. Not gonna be able to keep the doors open, and so that's the end of all.
Well, that's different. Let's just say Endgame was had the Disney Premier access, right? I'm still gonna see it in the theaters.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
know what? You will never get that experience when Captain America picked up Mjolnir, right? Everybody had the same.
You're just complaining about the theater experience.
No, I'm talking about the theater experience. Like I think we're talking about 2 separate things. Like the theater experience of the audience, right, and the theater experience of like people who sit next to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to take the bad with the good.
Yeah, of course you do.
But
I
you're
mean, at
right.
home it could be like that too. I could lose
If you
power.
sit at your home, you're right. If you go to theater, sometimes you got to sit next to somebody you don't like.
Yeah, you gotta get that chance.
Which for me is all humans.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I forgot what we were at the thing.
We're at the part where they're describing the plans.
Yes.
It's on the plans.
Between
They
Melina
figure
and
out-
Natasha.
Yeah, Melina really quick switched clothes. They gave him one earpiece, and of course they gave that to Yelena.
Oh,
She
fuck.
got it.
When Rick
Of course-
Clark thought he had an earpiece and he saw like, what
I
are
know,
you
he
doing?
keeps talking. And really, he's like trying to apologize to her. Of course, she's like, "Hey,
You don't have an earpiece.
there's one earpiece. I'm sorry." There's one
Oh.
earpiece.
No, that was really funny. Yeah, he thought he was talking to her. I forgot, like,
Yeah.
we talked about that, another funny scene at the dinner table when they're all met. He's like, I just got out of prison and I have a lot of energy.
I know. Natasha's not. No, we're not.
Please
gonna
don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Apparently, they were doing it when they were on this mission. I also forgot to talk about that pig that she trained to hold his breath. Because she was trying to teach them how that mind control works. Remember?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember.
And she
Yeah,
named
she
the
told
pig
her.
Alexi. You name a pig
Yeah, I
after
remember
me?
the pig season. Yeah, where the pig told him. It's like, she's like, we're gonna tell the pig, and she goes, "I'm talking. The pig will be okay."
Yes.
Yeah, the pig's laying there just.
I thought she was going to let the pig die. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, she's like, "The pig's okay."
Yeah.
But then she pushes the button, and she goes, "I'm trying to explain to you. You're not listening. Trying to explain how this works."
Yeah, it was really good actually. Like the mind control thing. Like it works on a pig like that.
Good. It was a pig named Alexi.
Yeah, I feel like you need the pig. Like, you do not see the resemblance. He's fat.
Yeah. Yeah, so the pig had little waddles all hanging down. That's neat.
It is so messed up. Yeah.
Okay, go back to the red room.
We go back
And
to the
plan
red
for-
room, right? And it's so
it
weird
turns
that
out
like
Black Widow playing this. Remember, because she acts like she's scared of him.
right.
you know, when she can't hit him and stuff. But then she's like all of a sudden tough again. She's like,
Well, tough, and
just
then he sent the Taskmaster out of the room.
yeah. Well, but that's what she was waiting to get
Yeah.
the Taskmaster.
Yep, get the
And
Taskmaster
then, of
out.
course, then she starts running her mouth. Well, she realizes this guy can't stand to listen to a woman tell him what to do.
Yes.
So this is why this guy's like this. He doesn't like women.
Also, that's why, huh?
He's a woman hater.
Yeah.
To be, because every time she says so to him, he just keeps getting madder.
He just gets mad, yeah.
And he starts punching her and kicking her and all kinds of stuff. And like he's like taking it.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, you don't think I can take a punch?
Yeah. He's just trying to hit her and keeps hitting her.
She just want him to hit her hard enough.
Yeah, we was waiting for the part where he'd break her nose.
Yep.
Of course, I like it when he goes, well, you just couldn't do it. So she starts slamming her.
No, she's slamming her head against the. Oh my gosh.
Because remember, because this goes back to the part where she goes, "Oh, my breath," when he says that he's got the pheromones.
Yep.
To Melina, and she's like, "I'll just hold my breath," and she's like, "I don't even do that."
Yeah, it's not gonna work. It doesn't work that way.
So she severs that nerve, and then starts beating the crap out of it.
Yep. Because she also took the chance before that happened, like to see the password to get logged into his, I don't know, Grand Central computer station.
Yeah, well, she's how he does it. He's got a ring.
Yeah, he's just a ring. That's right.
Yeah, he has it over there.
Wow.
So of course, while they're doing that, Elena's trying to shut down the motor.
So let's shut down the motor and tell Yelena, to get out. Yep.
Yep. And of course, the Black Widow's already made there because Yelena was supposed to stop the Black Widow, but she didn't in time.
No, she didn't get there in time. Because she was too busy doing that pose.
Oh yeah, she always does that pose.
Ooh, pose is like, ooh, that's disgusting. They always find humor in one of their scenes, you know. It always works.
Yeah. Well, of course, the Black Widow start beating crap on Natasha.
Yeah, it was like a lot of them.
The Taskmaster, remember the Taskmaster showed up. He's fighting that scene now.
Yeah, fighting the Red Guardian, right?
Yeah, fighting Red Guardian. I guess he's good as Captain America fight because that guy's showing the shield.
Yes. Oh, that is pretty good. So is that shield made of vibranium, or do you think it's something else?
I don't know. It doesn't ever say.
No, it doesn't ever say, right?
I don't think the comic books ever said it. They wouldn't have used vibranium anyways. They would have used adamantium or something.
Oh, which they officially never said what made it, huh?
Yeah, they never said what it's out of.
Because they could say it later.
They could. When we get all the X-Men.
We'll see what happens.
It's coming.
I hope.
Oh well.
Yeah, just maybe what Madam Hyde was trying to do.
Come on. The X-Men is like a big deal in the Marvel universe. It's like Spider-Man.
Of course it is. I highly agree.
Why would you keep it set it aside? I mean, I'm surprised they haven't jumped into it yet, but they got it right.
Yeah, so we'll see how they bring it.
Yeah, they got to bring it good because I don't want to repeat it I saw on Fox.
They might bring it up with a TV show, so I don't know.
I don't know. I'm thinking they'll do it right.
Yeah, of course they would.
Well, I don't know. They don't bring in some villains and then go, oh, guess what? We're going to do another Iron Man 3 again. You think you're getting a real villain, and it turns out that villain's controlled by somebody else.
Okay. So, they do the scene in, Red Guardian doesn't actually defeat Taskmaster because they lock her up in one of those cells.
Yeah, they eventually lock her in the cell.
Yeah, Melinda did that, right? Like, to lock her.
Yeah, she all go in and she locked it and they ran off. Because they got to get out of there because now the thing's going to crash.
Yep, because she crashed out one of the engines.
Yeah.
So you even tell them, like, hey, instead of, like, crashing it, I'm just going to go do a free fall down.
And of course, Yelena, she throws those, she get a hand grenade, and she grabs, which is funny because the hand grenade that she gets looks exactly like the hand grenade it's on Dread.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because it's in the costume. I'm the set of the costume. I'm sure I could have one in the costume. His hand grenade looks just like the rest.
Yeah, it's the weapon that turns into like a bow and then she jams it in there, right?
Oh, I'm talking about the hand grenade when she throws it, puts it in the red pack.
Oh, the red pack, yes.
She drops it to the roof and it Natasha, and it explodes and it turns all the Black Widows good.
Yep, I told the Black Widows.
Of course, there's 2 tubes left, and Natasha picks the 2 tubes up.
Yep. Oh, that's why one to free Taskmaster and one to duplicate.
Yeah, she ran off. So they're all getting it. They're out of this place. And this place is crashed, and they're waiting for them. Remember, part of it breaks off, and Red Guardian and Melina fly off.
Yeah, they fly off.
Fire. Of course, there's this guys falling to their death, and they're still shooting machine guns.
Yep.
I'm like, how do you get with the machine gun and try to figure out how to survive?
Yeah, and I forgot after Yelena freed the Black Widows, you went to trying to kill Dreykov.
Yes, yeah, they're trying to kill Dreykov. That's when you said it's got a weapon, sticks together.
Yep.
Shoves it down the rotor, blows up, and then of course their helicopter falls off, and Dreykov gets burned all up.
Yeah, they got all blown up. Yeah.
And of course, Widow grabs a parachute, jumps off.
Yes, the fly too, so you could put the parachute on her. Yeah.
It's her Iron Man mission.
Yeah, it's the Iron Man mission because they have a fight scene between like Natasha and Taskmaster while they were just gliding through the air.
It's kind of, to me, reminds me in a way, not quite like, but it's like an Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
When the Air Force One, he's got to save all those people.
Yep.
Flying through
Like 20-something people. Yeah.
Except they're just going through junk to save one person.
Yep. Well, it's too much because she can't fly. You know, like they had to narrow it down.
She can just. It looks like she's flying. She's dropping. Everybody is dropping.
Yeah, everybody's dropping literally, just gliding down. Drop to until they hit the ground.
Yeah. So they fall, and of course she's fighting the Master.
Yep.
She gives Elena the parachute.
I forgot what country were they in when they found the Red Room. They never said, right?
They never said. They weren't in Russia.
They weren't in Russia. Okay.
And here's why they're not in Russia.
Why is that?
Because when they hit the ground, let's say they crash in the ground, here comes Ross.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, why would Ross be there? Like, how did he know to find them?
I've been thinking the city crashing there sounds kind of noticeable on radar. Plus, it must be near a NATO country because you can't get into the Russian country.
No, you can't. Like, he won't be able to. You're right.
No, they've let all that in there. But like if we're in Ukraine or.
That's interesting. They never told us where the Red Room was.
It's got to be over. Yeah, it doesn't tell you. It's got to be over a former Russian republic. Probably.
I wonder if they kept that secret on purpose. Because you're not supposed to know where the Red Room is, so they just never told us.
Or maybe they just didn't want to get into it.
Yeah, they got lazy. Maybe they did get lazy, but then he's going to bite me back in the ass later.
Let me ask you this. What good would you let you know where the Red Room was anyways? It may have moved around.
It probably moved around.
But I'm thinking it was not over Russia. It must have been over a former Russian republic.
Oh, okay.
It's like that NATO can go to now. Or
it makes sense. They probably have to keep moving the Red Room anyway, just to make sure that they don't get found.
Move it over now, so people can't find it.
Yeah, so people can find it. Yeah.
Yeah. So they probably move it over areas that have good radar and stuff.
Okay.
So I mean, he buys lots of good tech. He probably all his tech from Hydra anyway.
Yeah. You know what? We keep forgetting to at the farm, Melina did say it was instead of SHIELD agents, it was actually Hydra scientists. I mean, instead of SHIELD scientists,
they're trying to make it. Yeah, they're trying to make what they did was okay.
Yeah.
What they did was not okay.
No, nothing's okay. Yeah, of course.
I don't care if you steal stuff from Hydra or what. It's still wrong.
And we forgot that Natasha freed Taskmaster before they had that aerial battle, or falling down battle.
Yeah.
Right? She didn't have to save Taskmaster.
Yeah, she didn't have to save him, but she does it. And that's the thing. I didn't care about that part of the story because she feels bad what it did to that little girl. And I mean, I guess it's a part of the character. It's not like it didn't get me,
Yeah.
chocolate, And I'm sure it did that for some people. Yeah, she gets out there and she basically doesn't want to fight the task. It's just like, whatever, take your revenge.
Yeah.
You want to chase me, I don't care.
Wow. Yeah.
But she'd say the Taskmaster at the end.
She did say Taskmaster at the end because they did have a little a struggle scene, but not like a big huge fight scene.
Yeah, it was a fight.
And then she just freed her, right? Just at the right time with the red mist.
Because she was a puppet like all the rest of the Black Widows. She frees her, and then of course here comes Ross. The whole our family's together. I like it because Melina, she's walking all crip. She was, "You okay?"
Yeah. I'm clearly injured, by the way. So you're fine.
And the neat thing is, of course, the Black Widows land and come back and get all of them.
Yes.
So now it's one big giant family.
Yes, this one big giant family, and then that's when Ross come, and then she tell him to go.
So here's the problem I got with this.
Okay.
We don't ever see what happens with her and Ross.
No, see, that's my problem too.
Is that your problem? Because it just boom. It's like she goes almost there. They leave. She's standing there. You see all the cars come around.
Yeah.
And then it goes to another scene.
And then it just says 2 weeks later, right? Like right out of nowhere. It just says 2 weeks later.
What does she do? Does she some kind of bill? Does she like?
To me, it feels like maybe after they left, right? She went her own way.
Maybe she did. Maybe she ran her own way. Maybe got away from us. It's either because remember Ross was trying to make a deal with her. But I mean, it couldn't have been a good. I mean, how would she got a good deal?
Right. I don't know what kind of deal it is. It's not like
Hawkeye, because Hawkeye and Ant-Man were really.
That's right. Hawkeye and well, that was before Hawkeye and Ant-Man because after the 2 weeks later from that scene, right? She did tell her friend that got her the jet. She was gonna try to help to break to mend those relationships. That means she's gonna help Captain America to break them out of prison. So at this time, though, they're still in prison.
The thing, we don't know if they broke everybody out.
Yeah.
They may have broke everybody that didn't deal out.
Because from Infinity War, it seems like they make some kind of deal.
Here's the thing: if Hawkeye and Ant-Man were the break the prison, they probably wouldn't have gave them a deal.
Oh, okay.
Hawkeye and Ant-Man probably took the deal. They got out, and then her and Captain America broke out the Falcon and went on.
Yeah, it bothers me. I didn't know what happened between Ross and Natasha at that point, like in this movie.
You know, like, here's another thing that bothers me. But it's not like an important thing that bothers you. It's just one of those stupid things. You go, this bothers me, and people are sitting there like, why?
Yeah.
How did that dude get that jet?
Oh, I know.
It's a very nice Quinjet. That's not like the red Quinjet.
And they try to do that line with like, this is what happens when you give me more time and money. Like, this is what I can get you. I'm like, what?
So, because I mean, technically, Captain America already had Quinjet.
Well, do we know that they didn't come from Natasha?
So is this the Quinjet? So is this the Quinjet that Captain America left in Siberia?
Oh, I don't know. Where did he get the Quinjet to
leave in Siberia? I don't understand why they got a Quinjet. Here's the problem: is
that's the Quinjet they took from the airport.
No,
but they would have confiscated that, right?
Here's the funny thing: if you think about it, the Quinjet they took from the airport was Captain America and Bucky. They landed in Siberia.
Yep.
When they left Tony Stark there, and the Quinjet, and they flew Khan.
Oh, they flew to Wakanda, yeah.
In the Quinjet. So where's this other Quinjet coming from? Because there's not a lot of them.
No. Yeah.
Or did this guy or maybe this guy got the Quinjet from Captain America. And that's how she knows to meet Captain America now.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I didn't know how they found each other when everybody's on the run. Because in the Civil War, like the end of Civil War, you thought Captain America did all this by himself.
Yeah, it makes it look like it.
And you know what? At the end of Civil War, they only show Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We only saw Falcon.
All those people knocked out on the floor.
Yep.
It would take more than Captain America, I think, to.
You would think so? Yeah. But I think Captain America could handle itself too.
Yeah, but coming with Natasha, a better team. We didn't get to see that. That would have been a good move, ending to a movie.
Yeah. But you just put that together because from what Natasha says, she has two families, and right now she's trying to help the other one, the Avengers.
Yep.
Wow.
So we got into that.
We did. You know what? I did. It does bother me, the Ross thing, and then it does bother me even more about the Quinjet. Like, where did the guy get the Quinjet?
It's just leaves you open questions. I mean, I guess you're supposed to explain it yourself, but I'm like, well, I would rather y'all the Marvel tell.
Yeah.
And maybe they will.
Maybe they will. You're right. Maybe they will.
A lot of things you complain about, Marvel fixes.
The only person that could tell that story is Falcon. Because everybody else is gone. That's that part, like, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I guess Falcon is the guy left.
Okay. Wow.
So then we went to the after credits scene.
Yes.
Which is
It's after
Years later.
it's after Endgame when Yelena visit her grave. We visit Natasha's grave. Let's be more
in the
specific.
Midwest somewhere.
Yeah. Did it say
And of
Midwest
course,
somewhere? I can't remember.
I thought it said Midwest.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, that's the line.
Oh, that's the line that Madam Hydra said. The Midwest gave me the
whatever her name. We gotta. I don't know that she is Madam Hydra.
Yeah, Valentina Allegra de
Her
Fontaine.
name is so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valentina says.
Have you noticed
"I'm
that
allergic to the
she
Midwest."
has that personality? I don't know what it is yet. It's her personality, right? What?
She's kind of jerk personality.
Is it a jerk personality? Because she did that in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It's kind of overly arrogant.
It is arrogant. It's very arrogant.
Oh, extremely arrogant. She's like she acts like she runs everything.
And apparently, Yelena works for her. Kind of like how U.S. Agent also works for her.
Yes, she's having up a team. Maybe she's gonna make the Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts, okay.
Yeah, it's a team that people think are good. Turns out they're all villains.
But they don't know they're villains.
Some of them are villains, and they know they're villains.
Oh, okay. So
the
do you
Thunderbolts are actually formed. Norman Osborn actually forms the Thunderbolts.
Oh.
They're not going to happen here, but who knows who they're going to be? There'll be some. I mean, she's a team.
So she's putting together a team.
And she's got Captain America, and she's got Yolanda. So I'm thinking, hopefully, Taskmaster comes and does Taskmaster thing.
Right, because they did. Yeah.
I say it, it's like, okay, Taskmaster, and this is what ticked me off about the movie, and I hope it fixes it. Taskmaster barely appears in this movie.
Yeah.
Barely does anything. And this is a kind of an actress that's in the Taskmaster suit.
It is.
Why would you show a somewhat big actress? I mean, I guess a lot of people don't know her, but she's had some pretty big roles, and she's well known to anybody that knows her.
Well, remember what we talked about before? Even my sister told me maybe this movie Black Widow, right? It just introduced characters that's going to be longer in Phase 4.
I hope so, because you know what I'm thinking they're all going to appear.
What?
Hawkeye.
Oh yes, Hawkeye, because she showed Yelena, like she lies to her, like okay, so Bond was responsible for Nat's death, right? But you don't know that. Like we knew, right? We know, but then
know that.
Yeah, but then it's just the lies you tell people.
The story may have been told. I mean, this may have been told to somebody. Got around.
Just word of mouth.
I'm sure that Hawkeye told everybody what happened.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing, she gets buried, but she's not actually buried there. They never got the body.
Yeah, they never got the body.
You don't get the body. You get Soul Stone.
Yeah.
Unless the Captain America found it when he went back.
Yeah, how do you put the Soul Stone back? We need to talk about that next week. Oh, not next week. So in a few days, we're going to talk about Endgame.
That's the thing. For all we know, Captain America went and did all this.
Oh, so he's saying it's not a Hawkeye's fault. Like, yeah, if you put the Soul Stone back, you don't get Natasha back, right? Or
no, you don't get anybody back. Nobody can come back. Nobody comes back from the Soul Stone.
Yeah, nobody comes back. So there's no need to put the Soul Stone back.
Well, he gave the Soul Stone back.
Huh.
He can't do it. It's gotta go back into the universe that he took it from, because then they're messing up. The
timelines, yeah.
You gotta put it back. They've already messed up the timeline anyway.
Yeah. Interesting.
Which is funny. It makes you wonder, did they take out anybody at variant these? Because you got your main timeline.
Yeah.
And anytime you jump off of it, that goes past, you create another timeline.
Yeah.
And you don't want to alter too much.
Wow.
You want to keep it like yours, but they alter. The Avengers actually alter one timeline. But that's next.
Yeah, that's next. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a few days.
So Hawkeye's probably got to fight all the Black Widows. The girl he trains is probably a Black Widow or something. Who knows?
So he can fight. So this could come in the Hawkeye series.
He probably gets killed by the Taskmaster in the first series.
So he's saying Hawkeye might die, and then his daughter becomes the new Hawkeye.
Is the girl supposed to be his daughter? I thought it was somebody else that he's training.
I don't know. I think it's his daughter. I mean, I have no.
I don't know. I haven't looked.
I have no solid information.
It's something we get to see. So.
We'll see. So I'm going to end the Girl Power Week with this right here. Okay? I know you don't like to call Girl Power Week, but we just did Captain Marvel and Black Widow. And who knows? Right?
Who knows?
Who knows when it's the how do you eat like? Oh, I guess the Marvels will be coming out next year.
Oh, that's next year.
Yeah, like Miss Marvel is coming out either soon. I don't know when it's going to come out, but
But Marvel's cool. The title. I wonder what it's going to be.
what the
Because
Marvels or Miss?
there is a comic book called Marvels,
Well,
but it's actually history of the Marvel universe told by a bystander or a newspaper.
okay, so I don't know if you read about it or heard about it. The Marvels are supposed to be Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau. It's supposed to be these three characters in this movie.
Okay.
Supposed to be. So I don't know anything else.
So the Miss, because is it going to be the Miss Marvel, the girl, or the other Miss Marvel?
I think Miss Marvel is a girl. I think they pick a middle.
Because there's another Miss Marvel who lost her powers, and she always had something to do with she lost her powers to Rogue.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know.
Yeah, younger Miss Marvel comes.
I don't know either. So we'll see what Marvel brings us.
So good deal.
Yep. So I'll end this right here, and we'll see each other on Endgame. Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.